2043, 2044. This year is nuts. ELD update, incentives, tons of free stuff. Let's get it.
What is all over your face? Did you eat lipstick? What is that? What did you do?
All right, we're gonna hop into the top 5 right now, and it just gets juicier and juicier with these incentives, and there's so many winners, I don't even know what to do. Top 5 for last week, we have number 5 coming in, Mr. Samuel Moore, new kid on the block. Congratulations, great to have you on the team. First week out, or second week out, one of the first few. $8,500 in revenue, absolutely smashing it. Great job. Coming in number 4, Mr. Gerald Schmucker, beating out Sam Moore by $100, $8,600. Number 4, Gerald Schmucker, great job, my friend. Number 3, none other than Kirk Dudley himself. Great to see you out. $8,699. Look at that, 99 bucks puts you in third place. Number 2, Mr. Juan Mendoza, $8,875. And number 1 last week, Bob Hennis, $10,225. That is bonkers. Great job, Bob. You are a trooper. The victory is yours. Congratulations to all of you who made it to the top 5 for week 2043. All right, we're gonna hop into some miles and some revenue right now. Last week, 75,495 total miles. You guys are crushing it. Average deadhead, less than 100 miles. Great work, 95.48 miles. And average line haul, 825.18 miles as an average line haul. Our total gross revenue last week, another company best. I'm so proud of you guys. $173,757. You guys are making a ton of money. Great work. The weekly individual gross average for active drivers, $5,429.91. Again, you guys are making a killing out there. Our highest grossing driver, Mr. Bob Hennis, $10,225, and low man on the totem pole, or woman, I'm not too sure who it was, but $1,425 on the low end. The average load value, this is crazy. So if you picked up a load, the average value that load paid last week was $2,118.99. That's solid. So when you think about, man, do I take another load? Do I not take another load? Just know that if you did last week, if you said, yeah, I'll take another load, on average, that load paid $2,000. So this next week coming up, when you're thinking to yourself, hey, do I take a load? Do I not take a load? The average is that the loads are paying over $2,000 a load. Take the load. That's big bucks in your pocket. It's awesome market right now. Take advantage of it. So our lowest dollar per mile last week was $1.39, and our highest dollar per mile last week was $3.66, and our average dollar per mile, phenomenal, $2.30 a mile. Get ready, we're gonna kill it with the incentives. All right, I'm getting excited about doing these incentives. This is a really fun part of the video, especially this week, man. The more and more winners that we get, the longer that this incentive list grows. So we know top driver last week, Bob Hennis, steak dinner on me, boss. You win last week. Glad to get that to you, so we'll get you a gift card to Longhorn Steakhouse or Outback, something like that. We had 21 drivers last week, gross over $4,000, so you guys are all winners. You guys get a tread checker. We'll get that out to you guys as well. What we're gonna do is package up all these incentives for the quarter, and we're just gonna send them out to you guys in a big box all at once. And then last week we had several people crack the 10K benchmark. So tons of fuel glove winners. So we're gonna get you guys these really sweet fuel gloves. So I'm going to just rip off these names right here. Carl Mann, Kevin Hollins, Kevin Deverill, Joseph Handel, Mr. PJ, Juan Martinez, Samuel Moore, Kirk Dudley, Kenny Netterville, Mr. Bobby Lee Moore, Robert Hennis, Cateo Silvestri, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Stephen Peters, Joseph Miller, Lawrence Booz, Gerald Schmucker, Patty Swa, again, I hope I'm pronouncing that properly, Juan Mendoza, Daryl Smith, Wayne Seeley, Eric Sison, and German Pereira. I hope I'm saying that right. Feel free to hit me up on Slack. I really would like to know the pronunciation of your names, especially because you guys are winning tons of stuff. So if I said it wrong, I apologize. Message me in Slack an audio recording so I can get it right next week. So the next benchmark, so all those people I just mentioned, you all cracked 10K, you guys all win fuel gloves. The next benchmark, we haven't had anybody hit it yet, but I'm sure several will hit it this week, is gonna get a shower bag, a custom Brave Freight shower bag. It's sweet, hangs up, and is gonna keep all your stuff nice and organized and clean. We'll get that to you. And then the top driver for week 2044 gets a custom Brave Freight t-shirt. So get it, number one. And also next week, everybody who grosses over 4K gets a windshield heat shield, right? So one of those aluminum looking things for your vehicle. So make sure you guys get it. Basically 4K means that you worked a full week. You know, everybody should be mainly grossing over 4K. And then we have, to close out the incentives, our current Q4 top 5 drivers. So remember, top 3 win cash prizes. Number 1 for Q4 is $1,000. And man, this can change from week to week. You're gonna see it drastically change. So number 5 right now, Juan Martinez, $14,650. Number 4, PJ Handel, $14,747. Number 3, Kevin Deverill, $15,250. Number 2, Kevin Hollins, $15,550. And number 1, Carl Mann, $16,850. You can see several of these drivers are within a few $100 of each other. So, and again, you know, one of these guys takes a few days off or whatever the case is, we're gonna see this thing fluctuate. People move from 7, 8, 9 to 2, 3, and who knows, maybe people move from 1 down to 7 or 8. All I know is that we wanna have fun with you guys out there as you're crushing it, make a ton of money, and make this as enjoyable of it as an experience as possible. So this quarter is kicking butt, taking names, and it's just warming up. All right, rolling into a few updates here. So the first update I want to go over was on the video on a previous week, and it has to do with the new hours of service regulation, right? The 7-3 sleeper berth split. If you guys are not using the 7-3 or 8-2 sleeper berth split, you guys are missing out on potential revenue. It's a very, very powerful strategy to be able to maximize your books. Basically, if you get to a shipper or receiver and you spend a minimum of 2 hours in the sleeper berth status, you only have to take an 8-hour sleeper berth reset that evening to reset your 14-hour run clock. Most shippers or receivers at a live load or live unload are going to take at least 2 hours to be able to service you. Obviously, we want you being safe. I'm not saying don't sleep if you absolutely need the rest, but many of you are looking to crush your logbooks, make as much money as you possibly can. And if you're not utilizing the 8-2, 7-3 split, you are leaving money on the table. Now, you do have to update your Keep Trucking app. Okay, so if you have not updated that app, you will not have access to the 7-3 sleeper berth split. So go to your App Store if you're using an iPhone, go to your Play Store if you're using an Android phone, and update your Keep Trucking app. I know it can feel like a nuisance, but really it only takes a second. Do it whenever you're on break, before you go to sleep tonight, whatever the case is, and just go ahead and update that app. Number 2 is we're changing how the funding works, our funding partner. So Monday night at midnight is a hard cutoff, period. There's no exceptions. We no longer have flexibility to be able to receive documents again following Monday. Everything has to be in by Monday. Obviously, you'll get paid on anything after Monday if your paperwork's a miss or whatever the case is. but you're just gonna have to wait till the following week to get paid on it. So if you update your paperwork every single night that you deliver a load, then we can identify problems with it before Monday at midnight. So that way, if there is an issue, we can work together on fixing it. Again, we're on your side. We're not trying to cut off payment from you. We're being very, very clear on what the parameters are, so that way we can build the proper expectations and help you. So Monday night at midnight, hard cutoff on all the paperwork. Let us know what we can do to help you. And finally, guys, get the incentives. Fourth quarter, things are still booming right now. We're just a few weeks away from this election, and I'm blown away that this is a carrier's market right now. Things are always bound to change, right? What goes up must come down. So I don't want people to think that we're gonna be living in this paradise forever. It can change at any moment. If you've been trucking for any length of time, you know that that's the case. So don't leave anything on the table. Let yourself know when you put your head on the pillow at the end of the night that you're doing absolutely everything to take advantage of this market. And I'm so proud of you all. You are amazing people. Make this the best week that you've ever had.